Hello, this is Sabika Sayyad and welcome to the print headlines. Lamborghini plows into pedestrians in Kanpur, 6 injured. Police have filed an FIR against an unidentified person after a speeding Lamborghini, allegedly driven by a tobacco baron's son, rammed into pedestrians on VIP Road in Kanpur. Eyewitnesses said the car first hit an auto rickshaw, then crashed into a parked Royal Enfield motorcycle, flinging its rider nearly 10 feet into the air. The vehicle dragged the motorcycle for some distance before hitting an electric pole. Supreme Court extends deadline for West Bengal SIR objections, issues show cause notice to top cop. The Supreme Court has extended the deadline by 1 week for objections under the Special Intensive Revision of Electoral Rolls in West Bengal. The Supreme Court has also issued show cause notice to West Bengal Director General of Police DGP and has sought personal affidavit from the DGP to explain his conduct and why action was not taken on the Election Commission's complaint of vandalism. The Meghalaya government has ordered a judicial inquiry into the illegal coal mine blast that claimed 27 lives. Officials said the probe will fix responsibility and recommend measures to prevent such incidents in the future. Owaisi seeks police action against Assam CM Himanta Biswa Sarma. AIMIM Chief Asauddin Owaisi lodged a complaint with city police seeking criminal action against Assam Chief Minister Himanta Biswa Sarma over a now deleted video shared on social media. The video showed the Chief Minister firing a rifle at two individuals, one with a beard and one with a skull cap, and was later removed. Congress women MPs claim Speaker under pressure from ruling party. Women MPs of the Congress party have written to Lok Sabha Speaker Om Birla saying Prime Minister Narendra Modi's absence during the motion of thanks to the President was not due to any threat but fear of facing the opposition. The MP stated in the letter, and I quote, "It is amply clear the Speaker is under sustained pressure from the ruling party." The letter, signed by 6 MPs, including Priyanka Gandhi Vadra, alleges sustained pressure on the Speaker from the ruling party. Lok Sabha was adjourned for the day after a standoff between the government and the opposition over Rahul Gandhi's demand to speak before the budget discussion. When the House reconvened in the afternoon, the chair asked Congress MP Shashi Tharoor to initiate the budget debate. However, the session was adjourned after a fiery exchange between Leader of Opposition Rahul Gandhi and Parliamentary Affairs Minister Kiren Rijiju. Terror suspect Abdul Rahman murdered inside Faridabad jail. Terror suspect Abdul Rahman, 20, who was lodged in Neemka jail in Haryana's Faridabad, was allegedly murdered inside the prison by another inmate, Arun Chaudhary, yesterday night. Tension escalated in the Leeton area of Manipur's Ukhrul district after arson incidents were reported late Sunday night. Villagers belonging to the Kuki-Zo and Naga communities allegedly defied prohibitory orders under Section 163 of the BNS and set fire to each other's house. Reports also indicate the involvement of armed Kuki groups in some areas. Deputy Chief Minister Dikho is scheduled to visit the volatile region. India has announced $175 million in development assistance to Seychelles after talks between Prime Minister Narendra Modi and President Patrick Hermini. The two sides agreed to expand cooperation in trade, sustainability, and security. Japanese Prime Minister Sanae Takeichi's Liberal Democratic Party has won a landslide victory in Japan's general election, securing a supermajority in the powerful lower house of parliament. The LDP won 316 of the 465 seats, well above the 233 required for a majority. US President Donald Trump criticized Bad Bunny's Super Bowl LX halftime performance, calling it absolutely terrible and disgusting on social media. The largely Spanish language performance celebrated Puerto Rican culture and featured appearances by Lady Gaga and Ricky Martin. Antonio Jose Seguro has won Portugal's presidential election, defeating far-right Seguro secured 66.8% of the vote, a result welcomed by European leaders. Christchurch mosque shooter appeals conviction. Brenton Tarrant, the white supremacist who killed 51 people at two New Zealand mosques in 2019, has filed an appeal against his conviction. He was sentenced to life imprisonment in August 2020 after admitting to the attack. US President Donald Trump said Chinese President Xi Jinping is expected to visit the United States toward the end of the year. Trump is also expected to travel to China in April as both sides look to reset strained ties. Hong Kong media tycoon Jimmy Lai has been sentenced to 20 years in jail on charges including conspiracy to collude with foreign forces and publishing seditious material. The verdict concludes a legal process spanning nearly 5 years. US Congress to depose Epstein accomplice Ghislaine Maxwell. Maxwell will be questioned by the US House Oversight Committee via video link from prison. Maxwell is serving a 20-year sentence for trafficking girls for financier Jeffrey Epstein. Iraq has executed Sado Sabri al-Qaisi, a former senior official under Saddam Hussein, for his role in the 1980 killing of Shia cleric Mohammad Baqir al-Sadr. Authorities said he was convicted of grave crimes against humanity. Elon Musk has said SpaceX is shifting focus to building a self-growing city on the moon, which could be achieved in less than 10 years. Mars remains a long-term goal, but Musk said securing civilization's future requires faster progress on the moon. Italy enjoyed a record-breaking day at the Winter Olympics, winning 6 medals. The country last hosted the Games in Turin in 2006. The producer of Jan Nayagan has moved to withdraw a writ petition filed against the CBFC. The production house has agreed to a reference to the revising committee. That's all we have for you today. We'll be back tomorrow with the latest.